Alright, what's up everyone, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. That is such a mouthful to say at once. Yeah, decided to give this another try, explore other endings. I know there's a lot of mystery, I guess, or the only mystery of what happened to his coworker to figure out. So I guess I'm gonna explore that. I'm gonna do my best to cooperate this time because the last time I played this, I've died kind of a few times already. But yeah, I'm ready to give this another go, so let's get started. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but I woke up feeling like absolute shit today, so I apologize for any voice cracks, or feel free to laugh at it. I'm okay with it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Alright, I've already heard this. Welcome back. Ah, easy achievement. Alright, hopefully it didn't reset my progress.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh my god, the lag. Why am I lagging? Oh, the door. It's still open. Okay. New content. Surely this isn't a trick.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. I feel like he's bullshitting me again, but let's see. I am really trying my best to speak up. My throat hurts, so if you hear me go silent for a bit, I apologize. Oh. Can we go the other way? Will it make me go back? No. Okay. It was worth a try. Alright, what's the new content?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Yeah, a little
The
bit.
Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions?
Ooh.
Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay, if you say so. Okay. Can't do nothing with that door.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement.
This is a nice office.
It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Okay. Okay, nice. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Oh my god, it knows. Concept art. Ah, yes, very innovative.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Okay, new features. Oh, do I get on the bus? I'm stupid. I just keep going this way. I'm so sorry. I'm nervous. I'm not ready for new content.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay, let's... Reassurance bucket. Oh, oh, this would be cool. The button that says the name of the player.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Why are these buttons
with
so
that in
high
mind,
up?
my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
All right, let's go. Let's hear it. DJ Donnie, baby.
Jim.
Oh.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full
wanna be
experience of this
Jim.
feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I already
If
do that
so,
right now
then
as
please
myself.
step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
I hate that. Oh my god, I hate this guy.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I hate this guy. I hate him so much. He's still, I feel like he's still being petty with me. Okay, I guess I'll just go back from where I came. Alright. Hopefully the reassurance bucket isn't disappointing. Okay.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing.
Wow, it actually changed. The button that says Jim. You heard Jim in the game. Okay. Okay. What's this? Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
I want to go to the reassurance bucket. Oh, well, okay. I guess I have enough time to explore everything because I have the exit there. Free trophies, infinite hole, set in world champion. What's up here? All right, that was wow. That was kind of fun. All right, let's go to the left. Free trophies. I could use a free trophy. Free achievement. Let's go. Free trophy. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Receive your new trophy. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. Alright, seems pretty simple.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well,
I don't think I got that trophy.
To simply give
I
you
should
the
have gotten
trophy.
it.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Alright, I better see a fucking achievement pop up on the screen.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Oh. Well, I just got robbed.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
That's a lie. Oh my god, the jump circle.
You know what? let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice day.
Well, at least I got a trophy for that. Oh my god, I sound terrible. Please kill me. Oh shit, merch. Free merch. Let's go. Oh, I can't get back there. The t-shirt is the best new feature. I want to get that as a shirt. Please, no screenshots. Okay, let's see.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I guess go get well someday. That's why I go by.
Sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Oh my god. I hate this guy. I hate him so much. I actually hate him so much. You're the worst.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Before I go that way, I do want to see the reassurance bucket. But first, anything here? No. A whole new office. Alright, cool. See? Nope. Nothing there. Alright, reassurance bucket. Let's go.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket.
I can imagine.
Solution. Come on, give it a try.
Okay.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I don't like this guy. Can I leave with the bucket?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Collectibles, okay. What's up here?
Ah, collectibles. No, it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2,
God?
you run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh, is that supposed to be me? Oh. Collect them all. Oh wait. Do I now have to go hunting for these collectibles?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I've already seen most of this. I guess the last thing is the infinite hole. If you know what I mean.
Giggity.
Ah.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly
Thank
fond
you.
of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Oh well.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I'm gonna see if you'll let me keep falling.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I mean, what's the rush? It ain't like I'm gonna hit the bottom.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh.
Okay, well, good
Well.
for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Yeah, you are.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
I didn't say
We
shit.
just put all this behind us and
You
agreed
petty
to just
bitch.
call the whole mostly infinite. If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
No, I want
I'll
to.
just be up here when you're ready.
I'll sit here and pout. Okay, I'm done
Great.
pouting.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay,
Oh,
whoops.
for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end
Oh
of time.
my God,
Don't
this
need
is
to
kind of
see it
funny.
all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you
Okay.
and to talk about. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Ah, I finally broke him. He's on my side now.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Let's see if I can...
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge?
I had fun with that short
You
jump.
just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Okay, his pettiness might be coming back.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from home.
What?
And now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked.
No, I'm
It's a
sorry,
win
please.
for everyone.
I'm
You get to be
dying.
with the whole,
I'm
I get
sorry,
to
I
do
didn't mean
literally
it.
anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the whole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Oh my god, he actually left me here. Please. Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Oh. Hello? Hello? Help? Oh. Oh. Help, the hole is taking me. Help. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, not that one, not that one. What is happening right now? What am I? Hold up. Oh my god. This is amazing. Oh my god. What is this bit?
Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really truly focused on the whole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to
I mean, I could just crawl out.
Stay
It's
alert,
not that
Stanley.
deep.
I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Oh, is he really going to leave me? Surely we're not going to do the same bit. Right? Oh. Ah.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I still got my bucket. Can I get another bucket? Let's see if I can get another bucket. Oh. Lame. Nah. Well, I guess I can't get another bucket. This game has disappointed me. Alright. There's no other feature for me to do. So, I guess I'll just exit. I guess I'll just exit. Oh wait, let me see if the hole's still there, actually. Oh. God. I exhausted him of the hole.
Giggity.
No diddy. Okay, I guess I'll just exit. Here we go.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
I guess so. Since you won't let me go back to the hole. What? Oh. Oh. Everything just turned red.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Is this a bigger
Yes, I
hole?
know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Ooh,
potential here,
collectible.
right? It's sort of... Okay, never
I
mind.
want to get the collectible.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would
Yes.
it possibly work?
Maybe.
It could, but it would need
I don't know.
really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh my god. Is he really going to? Is he really going to? Is he? Oh. Okay. Oh my god, this is legitimately different. Let's see how different it is. Oh.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building
Oh my
where
God.
he was employee number 427.
The fucking balloons.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427.
Oh my
and
god.
pushed
Is he really
buttons.
doing this again?
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Title screen.
Something he would never quite
Let's
forget.
go.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not
New
one
content, baby. Let's
single
do
order
it.
had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, even say
Maybe they're at my niece's 12th
Never in
birthday.
all his years at
I
the
don't know.
company
Why is
had
that
this
here?
This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, the new content door is gone. The bucket. Oh wait, I wonder if the collectibles are around here. Let me look for collectibles. If the bucket is here.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I don't care about my coworkers. I care about collectibles. You drill that into my head. Smile. Okay. Bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
It makes me feel safe. Oh, what is this here? Weird. Very, very weird. Damn it.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Give me collectibles. Oh, new content door is gone.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Alright, I'm not gonna disobey him, because I know how petty he gets when you disobey him. Okay.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Okay. Ah.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
But it's my bucket.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
My bucket.
I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
My bucket.
Hand it over. No. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to
What?
resort to this stream of petty insults?
What you said
simply
about
in
me?
order to get you to hand
Huh?
over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. Wait. Now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
That your relationship
How
is
dare.
purely superficial and convenient?
No!
Life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Can I really? Okay. Alright, well this bit is over. Okay.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help. Coming to a staircase,
Oh,
Stanley
wait.
and the bucket walked
Help!
upstairs to the boss's
Oh, I
office.
missed it. I fucked up. Okay. There is more I can do there. Executive Collectible.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines.
Nice.
Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
That's all
You
that
can't
matters
buy
to
that
me.
sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
To be rich, is it a crime to commit crimes? Isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Tell that to Luigi. Oh, was that office door always open? Oh, okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
Yes.
And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's
No, I
desk.
noticed.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket knows all. The bucket knows all. Another collectible.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
I don't like that one.
Stanlerine
No.
under your belt.
Please don't call it that. Alright, elevator. Let's go.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Alright.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Oh, I want to escape with the bucket. I really want to escape, but I'm just gonna keep going along with it. Why does this look so much creepier now?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
I might be a little psycho. Alright, there's nothing new to do in here. Well, let's see what happens. Okay. Now, I really, really, really want to push the other button, but I want to see what happens.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I guess I'll escape with the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated.
Okay, I guess I'm escaping with the bucket.
Freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
Alright.
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
That's kind of
Both
weird.
Wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Weird.
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd live together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Oh.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why
No.
had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
But it's mine. No!
The facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket. Go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious...
Come
bucket
on.
in his hands.
Let
Not
me
while
leave
this
with the
building has
bucket.
nothing to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Well, that sucks. Okay. Let's see. Collectible?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
All right,
Perhaps
no
he had simply
collectible.
missed a memo.
Figurine Finder Committee meeting today in the meeting room. Oh, maybe there are people here. And you're coming with me.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'll check out the left. And if anything, I might just go down. Doors. Still fuck, I need to check all the doors. Oh. Trust to completionist instinct. Small floating objects will be so... Oh my god. What is this room? There will be a reward for finding them all. Okay, nearby fireplace. Somewhere both red and blue. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Large room, lots of boxes. Okay, so these are clues of where to find them. Alright, new objective. Oh, thank you. Go ahead and find the... Shit. Gotta find the mini stands. Alright, something with the stairs, so I'm gonna go down.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No. Wait. Right here. Aha!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
All right.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I'm trying to think. Alright. A place that's both red and blue. And a place with a lot of boxes. So, I guess I'll stay down here. There's red and blue in here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his
This was the
gaze,
wrong
but said nothing at
choice.
all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these.
Nope, it lied.
He held the bucket close, yet felt none
Alright,
of its familiar
I'm gonna have to
reassurance
just go
and
through all
comfort.
this shit again.
And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
the
Surely no
fuck?
good would come from this.
What?
Who knows what sorts
Oh,
of
I dropped the
bizarre
bucket.
hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Without my
that's-
bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
What is this shit?
He rushed forward from room to room,
Oh,
passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Damn it.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me. He had to find
What
the
the
bucket. He
fuck?
had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful.
Oh.
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Okay. Alright.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh my god. This again?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was
What the
interrupted by
fuck?
the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Alright, that was kind of a... was a little funny. That was a funny ending. Alright. A room that's both red and blue.
All of his co-workers were
Yeah. I don't care about my coworkers.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Okay, both red and blue and filled with a lot of boxes. This time I'm gonna go to the right, and you know he's probably gonna like
touch
that
the
shit.
bucket tightly to his chest, and this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I'm trying to find figurines.
Bucket calling to
Leave me alone.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Wait, no, that's not it. Okay.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Yes, it was.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket's never wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Wait, but the room with boxes. Not this one, but here. This room has a lot of boxes.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh wait, but there's a path right here. Oh, well, I'm taking the mini stand.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anmarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Yes.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anmarines. None of us can.
All right. But now, I'm pretty sure I'm stuck right here. Oh, vent. Might be sus. Okay. Oh, this is very new. Okay. Where am I? Hello? Oh. What is this? Narrator.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
Huh?
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so...
What is
What do
happening
I
right
do
now?
with this treasure?
What's going on?
I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
I don't know if I want to keep playing this. I don't know if I want to. What is happening? A lot to unpack there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I will always trust you, Bucket.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
All right.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
All right. I'm gonna look at the board again and see if it gives me another clue in the meeting room. Yeah, I know. Proceed. One point about the ease of access of past fence. Yeah, I already did that. Construction bridge allows collection of signage. Construction bridge, yes. Chris's remains? Huh? Okay. We need more planks. Yeah, down the stairs. Fireplace. Wait, is there a area of red and blue? I'm trying to figure what this one is. Huh. I don't remember what that one was I got inside the sequel exhibit. Oh yeah, I guess that was with the exhibit. So I'm assuming this is the one that's the room of red and blue. Somewhere above red and blue. Okay. Any other clues I can use? Okay, there's that one. I already got that one down. I don't understand. Oh, wait. It said something about something red. Okay, I gotta sit here and wait till that screen comes back. But in the meantime, I'll keep looking at clues. How to find them. Collecting is sexy. Beware of false prophet. Okay, that's pretty wild. Alright, yeah. I already know about that. How can you tell you spotted one? Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room 416. Okay. Can I go back? Employee 416. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, damn it. That didn't work. Okay. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing present. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Maybe I try escape? Maybe there's a room over
This
here?
passageway had the word escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I'm willing to take that bet.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I already know they're not going to kill
At
me.
this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Yep. And not going to die because it's going to go through the same shebang.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the
Red
bucket,
and blue.
but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Yeah, you're
as
back.
Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
But I live. Okay.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Okay. The bucket. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Wow. That is just wow. Oh, hey, look, they have a cuck chair. That's cool.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
Oh, they took
Can
a bucket.
you see the
I didn't
hubris
realize
that
it.
blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Aw. It's not fair. A bucket with two handles. Alright. 25 buckets. That looks like way more than 25 buckets, but I don't feel like counting right now. Alright. Alright, well, this is definitely not the way to the red and blue room, so... What is happening?
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. Oh. It's a leap of faith. Oh. It really was. It was really a leap of faith.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Oh, okay, I die for real this time.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine.
Or
Don't
you could just
again.
not.
Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets.
You
from
kill me, the
and
bucket goes with me.
judgments If only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Wow. Just wow. Alright.
Stanley clutched the bucket.
I figured it
tightly
out.
to his- This was not
Ignore that voice
the
crack.
meeting room.
But I figured it out. I am going to have to
That the employee lounge
go back to
was
the
simply
warehouse and then
replaced.
drop down from the
And here
catwalk.
it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was
Alright,
wrong.
speed run. Speed
Stanley
run.
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nope.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go
Alright.
somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the
Alright.
bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
I
There's
gotta-
something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why on
No,
earth this bucket
I just
was
gotta
speaking.
time it and
It should
not
have
kill
alarmed him, of
myself.
course, because
End
buckets
game,
can't talk.
of
But
course.
Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had
Oh.
spoken to him. And
Oh
he
my god, that was so
unthinkingly did
close.
whatever
I am a
the bucket
platforming
asked.
legend. Danger everywhere. Okay. Alright. New area. Might be.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Come on!
That would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is.
I just want the collectible.
Please, step in here for a moment.
I'm about to get killed. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios.
Am I in a
and you'll
strip
tell me
club?
whether
Am I
or
about
not
to
the thing I'm showing you
throw
is
that
a
ass?
bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
He's so fucking petty right now.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Sure.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Is the answer gonna be no for all of them?
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Oh my god!
Item 4. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making
Oh
me
my
look
god,
like
he is such an ass. I hate him so much. I absolutely hate him so much.
Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket. Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Can I leave? Yes.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
I don't like this bit.
Stanley, do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
The
What
fuck?
is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
Yes.
I'm losing myself, and
You are a
myself was
bucket.
all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm
Cool.
sorry.
I prefer the bucket.
I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
You better
Okay.
not.
Here we go. What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity.
I
on
still
that issue.
prefer the
But it
bucket.
doesn't change the fact
The bucket
that we
isn't this
haven't got a
petty and
game.
sassy.
So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Oh. Oh my god, he changed it up again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What the fuck? I'm leaving the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Alright.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Let's see if I
realize that
can nail
investing
it
your trust
again.
in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
I don't know
Yes.
how to convince you of this.
Absolutely.
I really do want to help
100%.
you, to show you something beautiful.
I don't care.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. No buckets. I don't have a bucket. Okay. Right.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this.
Don't
moment,
call it
Stanley.
that, please.
This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
I'm greatly disappointed. This game is breaking me. I guess I'll go through the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these
I
choices.
guess.
The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
He's being he's being petty again. Oh my
so
God.
clear if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for?
Where am I? What?
Here.
Am I?
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
What
if
the
we just stay
fuck?
right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel
This is actually a little bit of an eyesore. Oh my God. Fuck your happiness. I'm out of here.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh, thank God you lived.
Time to try again.
Worried. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Oh man, if I can just do a backflip, I would, but I'll just do this.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Maybe.
Well, this one is yours.
Maybe you should let me just go through the right door. Fuck out of here.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Good. All right. There better be some reward in this meeting room. If not, I'm done. Oh.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things.
What the?
It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't
Please
stopped
don't call it
thinking
that.
about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Sure. I guess. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Let's see if I can open this. Nope. Okay. Guess I'll go down here.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Can I collect it again? Oh. What do you know? I could. I'm surprised it let me. Actually, I'm not surprised anymore with this game. The executive bathroom. Oh my god.
And here was a second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest.
He's not wrong
Back then,
there.
I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
He's honestly not wrong there. That one, oh my god. That one was just dumb luck.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
Boss's office. I know that's for a fact.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything. Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No. Nope. That one's fake. That's a test.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
What? Okay. But that's the fourth one. No, it was the fifth. I fucked up. Shit. No, that was the fourth. Right? I don't remember. I can't remember.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Okay. I might have fucked
And
it.
then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
No, it's not.
It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
What? You're in the present. The past.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone. No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Do I have to? Do I really have to?
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I love that video.
I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. The pink room never happened.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. It's not real.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Please, I just wanted a reward. Oh wait, I can go this way. Can I? No, it won't let me. Okay, so that one was a fake path. Alright.
This was our second Figly. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Collect them all. Oh my god, are we back in here? Oh my god, we're back in here. I swear, this is the jump circle thing.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember
I knew
doing
it.
back then. But time does put a rosy
I'm glad I don't have to do it no more.
In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. more memories. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Okay, I thought it was another. I honestly thought it was another petty bit of me not going through the last fucking door. And I'm glad it's not.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
All right. Well, I think that's all I got time for today. I don't think there's any other endings I can explore. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoy, please feel free to like and subscribe, or you can get more contact with Sick Donnie. Other than that, have a good day and enjoy this final ending.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.